Hello everyone. Thank you for clicking on my channel and welcome to the journey home. My name is Catherine. This is an afternoon delight session for collective energies. Let's see what the energies have in store for you for the week ahead. And I got some funny feelings when I was shuffling up these cards. So let's begin. The feelings I got when I was shuffling them was of changes, or the desire to implement change. The very head of this reading is showing me the Two of Earth. So you're juggling, maybe just doing a lot of things to implement these changes that you want to have take place. Five of Earth, this is about, don't waste your time looking back. This is also about someone who stung you, maybe threw you under the bus, let you down. There's regrets here. A bruising of the ego and self-worth. This is very temporary energy though. As you can see by the image, that light coming in is bright enough to turn your head and shine the light on these coins, which is indicative of your value. So you will see what your value is. Whatever the sting was, it's not going to last. At the very heart of your reading, we have the Chariot. Someone rushing towards you. This is about conquering, victory, success, destiny, Cancer energy. And the Queen of Air, I love it. I love her in this deck. She's so beautiful. She has an owl on her shoulder. The Queen of Air is about wit, humor, but she also cuts out the things that don't serve her anymore. So this looks like energy of juggling, being busy, multitasking, trying to implement these changes, slowly coming out of that feeling of worthiness, unworthiness, coming out of that. And at the heart of your reading, this is racing towards you as a result of you doing some spiritual house cleaning, though you could be cutting out a person, a place, a behavior. These two fives do signify big changes. But these regrets tend to haunt you. This is more of, grief of the past, sorrow, and maybe refusing to see that treasure on your tail. Some of us, we're all guilty of it. Some of us get sucked back into that old energy, like just something happens that triggers that memory, and you're like, oh God. So the trigger may be of this long waiting period. You've been going through the motions, you've been going through the changes, and it just seems like such a long time to wait for this new energy to come in. Guys, let me tell you, when that energy comes in, look out. It's happening to the world, the globe. All these energies that are coming in, they'll be bombarding us. These changes that you're making, these things that you're implementing, these things that are, cleaning out house or spiritual house, is going to pay off for you. We have an unexpected flow of money coming in, or a equal give and take. If you're an entrepreneur, or if you're in business or in a career, this is about getting paid your worth. So whatever you were feeling unworthy, here comes the worth, more than even you knew. This can be about communication as well, guys. Let's have a look at these clarifiers. We have the Magician, awareness. See, by action, by the things you are doing, whatever it is that you're juggling, or you may be in a really busy at this time this week. But by action, you are manifesting. This is about taking action. The universe, yeah, this time is ending for you. This feeling of unworthiness, you're going to get a bump up there now. Mental conflict as to what's coming towards you. I get the feeling this mental conflict is you thinking, am I even ready for that? Am I strong enough? Am I worthy enough? I am. Temptation. So you've done some necessary cleanup. Maybe the temptation is to slide back into that trigger of the past. Sacrifice. You know, I know what that feels like. Now, this is actually the Hangman and other decks, which is it's about you being in pause to look at things from a different angle. But I get this. What's needed here is, I think, because we've got mental conflict here, is mental discipline needed. That when that trigger shows up, or a thought, or a negative thought, or a negative memory, having that mental discipline to chase it away and say, no, my life is worth more than that. My life is more worthy than that. Doing so, you can see the rainbow. That sacrifice pays off. So perhaps for some of you, that sorrow had to involve, you know, that sacrifice of someone you loved. A relationship that didn't work out and had to be severed. But you're still dealing with it, even if you are seeing someone new. We all do. It is a daily sacrifice to work hand in hand with our spirit guides on our path, our mission, our purpose, why we are here. Stand your ground. Yeah, wait. We've got 2 7s here. You can expect some magic in your life. But yeah, the waiting has been excruciating. But what are you willing to sacrifice? Do you really want to be in a situation where there is sorrow and sadness and depression and, you know, getting kicked in the arse for all of your attempts and care? Stand your ground. I mean, this is saying don't settle for less. But this is not to say, guys, like, let's get vain. Let's build up our ego and saying, you know, nobody comes near to my standards, because nobody ever could. But you do need to stand your ground about something in your life that sneaks back in. It happens to us all. There's the heart chakra. Perhaps this standing your ground is making you wait. This is suggesting that you open up your heart. There are brain cells in the heart, guys. This is think with your heart. We've got reciprocity here, equal give and take, that is being offered to you. And maybe where that starts is in the heart between you and your higher self. Oh, look at that. The dreamer. That's the Fool card. The 0 point field. We got super magic here. The super duper magic. Manifesting just by your actions. So again, guys, I think the warning here this week is about mind discipline. Not allowing, and the negativity of others. There's that aspect of it too, guys. A lot of people in our lives, whatever they're going through transposes onto us. Like, it can be very bruising, because they're either jealous of you, or they're just a negative ninny, or constantly complaining. It may be by you staying busy, doing your own thing, not giving time to you know, negative Nancy or philandering Phil. Princess of Autumn, studious, responsible, cheerful, mischievous. This is how Spirit likes to see you. There's happy news here coming towards you about your career. This is also about any well thought out plans that you have. They're going to go well. They're going to go extremely well. You may need a little push to get you going this week, because we have you, like, you ended something here, or something is ending, and you're maybe just want to be a couch potato for a day. Nobody likes to, yeah, who likes Mondays, right? You might need a little push to get you going, but there's that mind discipline, being responsible, cheerful, mischievous. But there's some really good news coming towards you here. Plans that you made up here are going to go perfectly for you. Ace of Autumn, my miracle card. This could be a windfall of money, advice, assistance, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. So this is about new beginnings in, and I've often said it could be love as well. When we are organized, everything just falls into place. But, you know, looking on this action that you are doing is manifesting things. And you may need a little push at the beginning of the week to get you going. But all those plans are going to go beautifully, swimmingly. This mental conflict, perhaps you're afraid of that new change. You know, like, for example, if it's a new job, you know, we're always nervous on the first day. 3 of Summer. So we have air energy in Capricorn, and now we have 3 of Summer, and this is about celebration. Again, this is really good news coming in for you. This could be about a reunion. And this can even be a warning, guys, that if you're in a relationship, maybe your eyes are wandering a little bit, or a temptation is coming your way. But hey, if you're single, who cares how many people you're dating? This is about reunions, gathering together, happy news, worth celebrating. It feels to me like, guys, that the payoff of disciplining the mind. You know, it's almost like shutting down the mind and opening up the heart. And that doesn't mean to get sucked in and used and abused and taken advantage of or taken for granted. But there's a lot of wisdom in the heart. 3 of Spring. Oh my gosh. This is going to be a lovely week for you guys. Plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience. There are some really good things coming towards you. The job well done. It feels like there's some kind of a completion this week for you. That you're manifesting this new creation, finishing projects, implementing ideas. But the 3 of Spring is also about, like, when your ships come in, it is more than you had thought they would be, or even hoped they would be. What's coming back to you is really good. Rewarding. Now, what's going on with this waiting and standing your ground? Could be you were standing your ground about, no, I'm not going to get into a 3-party situation. But we've got the 3 of Cups twice now. And this is about really good news coming towards you. Reunions. gathering with friends or family, or just sharing some really good news with someone. Maybe just being proud that you've come so far. Sometimes we get to that point, you know, like we get to a good place in our life. For those that are single, we get to that spot where we're like, I'm good. I'm good. You know, don't want to be alone, but it's okay that I am. It's better than going out with losers or people that get you in three-party situations, right? Besides, I pulled from the wrong deck. We have someone who is honorable, mature, warm, devoted, a deep emotional attachment, a romantic partner that you can trust here. Someone who gives good advice and gives you space when you need it. This is also about getting involved in a cultural and creative endeavor. So the work is paying off, guys, in love, in projects. Yeah, you've been distracted. I think this is the realization. And by the end of the week, you're like, yeah, I needed a little push to get me going. I was getting distracted. And I missed a good opportunity. Or there's a risk of missing a good opportunity. You need to keep your heart open, guys. This is about maybe taking someone for granted. Or taking something for granted. Maybe taking your heart for granted. There's reciprocity here. And it could be that you're just allowing yourself to be distracted because you're trying to avoid that opening of the heart chakra. But, guys, get over it. Even more, I feel like this means that after these energies you go through this week, this is you looking back on the week saying, wow, I'm really glad I kicked myself in the ass and got going. The payoff was big. Plus, at the end of the day, we've got the King of Cups here. Someone who is honorable. Someone you can trust. Advice that comes from the heart. Aww, that's sweet. Let's ask the romance angels. I hope I'm recording. I hate to think that I went through that whole thing and I wasn't recording. Jeez, I'll tell you, I've really had my time with software and cameras this last month. I hope the worst is over there. Let's get some advice in love for you. Oh, for heaven's sakes. We've got engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So, for you singles out there, you may be meeting the one. For those of you who think you know who it is, maybe a better communication and understanding. What is it that you're cutting out? Is it the need for control? Right? How often do we fall into that pit? New love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Somebody new coming into this week. You deserve love. You are lovable. There's that heart chakra. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Now, some of us don't need to forgive our parents. Been there, done that. But carrying things from our past into our present, it's just a big no-no for happiness. So you have, your love life is ascending. Some of you are meeting someone new this week. Some of you have already met this person, and you're just doggone curious. I hope that helped. Check the description below for free tarot card readings that are available to you at the website and at the free live shows. Do hit the like and leave me a comment. Let me know what you're going through. It does help, the feedback for energies. Thanks for joining me. God bless you. Bye-bye for now.